Welcome to the channel, y'all. Rico Savvy back with another one, man. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on, man, with the latest young Dolph case with Gorvan, straight drop, and the third accomplice, who was the shooter, who was Dolph Thornton, Robert Thornton, Adolf. I'm sorry, not Adolf. Excuse me, y'all. Believe he was straight drops accomplice, but it was I believe it was a brother of straight drop, but it was said that it was another accomplice too. So it's uh, little mixture up there, a lot going on right there. So just all of this mess with this murder is just a little confusing. You know, there's hearsay, there's he say, she say going on right now. But look, let's get straight to the point, y'all. Look, I just wanted to really get down to the bottom of this, man. Who do y'all really think played a major part in this? Because here's the thing, guys. Dolph's gone right now. Big Jook is gone right now, who is Yo Gotti's big brother. And apparently there was some other murders that took place after this situation. A lot of people lost their life. And they're pointing the fingers now, y'all. All right. Look, y'all, this is for the youngest, man. Like, just learn from situations and stories like this that we're constantly witnessing, yo. This not gonna lead you nowhere. You know, this is only gonna lead you down the wrong path, hanging around the wrong people, attracting that type of lifestyle. And when you're making it, you're gonna have some sharks in the water, man. That's not gonna like what you're doing. They might just be some haters. And it's a sad situation, y'all. This shouldn't have to have went down like this. And according to I want to share my screen here, y'all. According to other sources, right? Give me 1 second. All right. According to sources, Big Jook played a major part in it. So we're going to read the article, y'all. Memphis court opens the trial of Hernandez Govan, allegedly the mastermind in Young Dolph's murder case. So the trial took place today, y'all, and this took about 7 hours, man. Just goofy, y'all, for no reason. You're just a goofy, goof troop, dusty, musty, dirty. This just got bad written all over you. You just look like you just don't have no motive, man, to live like anything positive, anything good. Trial for Hernandez Govan, the man allegedly to be the architect behind the murder, the rapper the architect behind the rapper's Young Dolph's murder, opened this Monday. Prosecutors are poised to weave a narrative of conspiracy leading to the violent demise of the rapper at a Memphis cookie shop. So we all know what happened, right? I ain't gonna read all through there, but look, y'all, like it says here, Govan faces charges of murder, conspiracy to commit a murder, an attempted murder, and according to court documents obtained by WRG, they're basically, we're gonna go into it too. We're basically just really trying to look at who's the orchestrator and who's at the top, who's the one who had the money to put, you know, to fund this murder, because you know there was a paid hit, and you got young cats out here that just want to get proof, they want to get clout, and that's the only way you get your respect in some of these um, you know, and you and these gangster, you know, life. And we're gonna get into the video, y'all, but we're not even gonna keep this live too long, y'all. But we're just gonna tap into a little bit about um, what's going on with the case, and you know, essentially who's really gonna get, you know, the big charge, the big penalty, which is, you know, murder. And then the other person, the other two people, well, he will get murder for hire, and the other ones will be actual, you know, hitmen. But let's get into this, y'all. Now, this is what happened today. This is a verdict. And he's basically, this guy's lawyer is basically trying to say that Hernandez was, you know, didn't even have the money to orchestrate the crime, and he couldn't pay his accomplices because he was broke and all of this stuff like that. And we don't even buy it, man. Like, yo, bro, you threw your life away over nothing. Like, you just a goofy. You just dusty and musty, bro. You took away an icon. You affected a lot of lives, man. And you're way too old for that. For you to be that dusty, bruh. Y'all had a bunch of youngins do a bunch of dirty work. And what? And got what out of it? Maybe 50 grand? Was that steak right there? Y'all dusty, bruh. And you deserve every minute that you get in that cell prison. I hope it's miserable for you. Yo, the stress is weighing on him. You can see it on his face. He blew it now. The question is, who's the main fish, man? Who's the main orchestrator in it? But let's get into this content, man. Let's check this video out. Again, y'all, this took like 7 hours.
I got 5 now, but I ate 6.
6 altogether. But
Yeah,
this is,
it was after my son got killed. I had 5.
and who is the mother of those kids?
Letitia Jackson.
So you wanted money to make sure your kids were okay. You pop a few pills, and you'd be all right. Did you have a girlfriend at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your girlfriend name?
Miss Angela.
Miss Angela. Does Angela have a last name? Arnold?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, 5 kids, a girlfriend,
Yes,
and a
ma'am.
pill head.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So at some point, Mr. Govan asked you if you wanted to make some extra money.
Make some money.
And how were you supposed to make extra money?
Well, he told me that, you know, it was a little bound on some paper I had.
Okay, I ain't understand nothing you said.
It was a hit on it was a hit at the time on a couple guys and paper I had on paper I had.
Okay, and what were some of those individuals' names, if you can recall?
Paper I Woo, Young Dolph. I don't know all the names because I ain't know who they were.
At what point did he mention the actual bounties, as you say?
One night leaving getting some pills, he mentioned the prices on, you know, who had 50 on his head. Young Dolph had 100 on his head. Somebody had 5 on their head, 10 on their head. He mentioned the prices too.
So it was.
Y'all see that? Look at how old and just stupid this dude is. Putting at these young cats to do work and murder somebody. They ain't even lived their life yet. This dude is a complete mind manipulator and a vulture, just a predator on young, vulnerable, black, impressionable men who look up to these drug dealers that the young the hustlers that's fly. They got all the money, they got all the girls and lifestyle and all of that. And obviously, like I said, they're impressionable. They want to get that validation, so they're willing to do whatever, get them some clout plus or some money in their pocket, man. And you are owed. It's a disgrace, man, to the society, man. So, and look, I'm not even just gonna put it on him because they some grown men, right? They some grown men, and they had their own decisions to make. And we all know, when somebody put a batter in your back, you want to get a name for yourself, you want to get some respect, get some stripes on you. You think, oh, I'm with all of it too. I want to be like the guys that's talking like it in the songs. And now they want to be some so-called inspired rappers. Everybody want to be a rapper, man. But y'all see what's going on. We got these terrible, and I'm glad they're getting out of the community, man, because you're supposed to be an OGs giving the game to the young cats. And you just doing nothing but tearing down the community. In fact, you're not even us, man. This dude's name is Hernandez. So where are you from, bro? That's what we want to know. Let's get right into it, man. But you see how easy and effortlessly they just talking about, just prices on bodies and heads, man. Yeah, that's a different level of just evil, bro. And it didn't even really seem like it was over nothing crazy because, I mean, apparently, yes, his team's winning, Gotti's team's winning, Dolph's team was winning. What was the problem? That's what I'm saying.
It was almost like a catalog. This person costs this much. This person
telling
costs
us
this much.
who had the money on their head, who had the most money on their head,
and who had
Dolph had the most money on his head.
And he had 100,000.
100,000.
And when you say his head,
I mean, if you kill young Dolph, you get 100,000 dollars.
At some point, you will testify that about the shooting of young Dolph. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Prior to that, were you involved in any other shootings?
Well, one day, Mr. Govan had provided me with a gun, and he told us that paper route Rue was at home one day. So as we approached the house, for me, Bobby, Justin, and another guy, I don't know the other guy's name. Bobby dropped me off. I get out walking on foot. Paper route Rue coming out the house, and he had his gun in his hand at the time. And I was walking up the street, and me and him had a shootout or whatever. And the gun he provided me had jammed up. So, I had to duck and buy him weed, and Bobby had got to me. We got in the car and went back to his house and reported what had happened to him. And he was glad I ain't get killed that day right there. But Bobby was like, he wasn't messing with this stuff because he was believing what Justin them told him about. We messed it up or whatever. And we didn't have our masks on and all that. So Bobby felt that.
Was there an incident with paper route that you're aware of prior to the incident where you were involved?
Nah, I don't know nothing else about no incident with paper route. Just this shootout that I had with him, that's all I know about it. And he was saying that he was going.
Who was he?
Mr. Govan was saying he was going.
Let me stop. Did you call him Mr. Govan?
Nah, I called him Quick. That's what I do.
That was your nickname.
Yeah, Quick.
Would you feel more comfortable calling him Quick?
Yeah, I called him Quick.
Okay.
Quick was saying that he was gonna he would pay by Wu Mama or whatever to find out where they be about, play up on the other, find out where, who and them be is so we could reach out and touch them, find out where they is.
Was it just he was gonna see where Wu was, or was there other paper route artists?
Any one of them, like Wu or anybody in paper route, he was gonna make sure that, he could play because mama liked him, so he was gonna try to play that father figure and find out where they at and make sure we can reach out and touch him.
So from when you met him in midsummer, the shooting with Paper Route Roof, how far from when you met him to when that shooting was?
I just can't recall, but it wasn't long after I met him though.
It was a couple of days, couple of weeks.
I said a couple weeks, probably about a month and a half or so. You know, I can't be specific about it. I ain't gonna lie like that.
Uh,
See, man, and they spilling all the beans, yo. See, y'all, and this is an example, y'all, on what to stay away from and who to not be around, man, and knowing the signs to look for, man. This dude got tattoos all on his face, look ugly, mugging all the time, look mad, angry, depressed, like they're ready to just blow up something 24/7. Got nothing good going for himself. Rap sheet probably crazy. Ended up his murder. They murdered his daughter. Just a moron, yo. And what do you got to show for it? Nothing. Yo, this dude was like 49 years old. These cats is like 20 years younger than you. You was a clown. You was a goofy. You deserve everything, man. And just to know that the way it panned it out, the way everybody is painting it, it just seemed like Gotti hadn't anything to do with it. But when you start to use that black on black crime, looking, snubbing your nose at other brothers, man, that's you in the same town. There's going to be a lot of money that is offered and there's going to be a lot of money to be made, but you're going to get a lot of cats who they not where they are in life that they want to be like that you are in life, where you are in life, and they want to be you, and they see you at the same age or even younger. You get cats like him, bitter and mad at their life. They made a bunch of crappy decisions. Oh man, no, look, who's this dude think he is, man? Y'all want to take him out? You got a bunch of young lions that are willing to do anything, and they just ratting them all out. So his life is the worst right now, man. This is the worst time of his life. It's the biggest humiliation stage. Again, they done took out his daughter. But it's unfortunate, man. It's a sad situation because he didn't think about his kids. He didn't think about his family, man. He wasn't thinking, even if he was thinking, he's not smart at all. He's a big dummy. You got your big U's, you got your Hernando Govins, you got your, what I'm saying, your Big Jooks or whatever. Look, it is what it is, man. But I want to know if Gotti's in trouble, yo, because that's crazy, man. Gotti got some stuff going with him. He got Glorilla. She's probably one of the number one artists, at least on the radio, mainstream. And she's popping, man. And Gotti, you might have just got yourself in something, man. And we all know they had a long-standing beef. But who knows if Gotti was that type that's like, nah, y'all leave that alone. I got my money and we thriving. I don't know, right? But they did have an initial beef. A black youngster was involved, and Dolph's car got shot up. So that's a lot of drama between them. That's a lot of attention, man. That's a lot of bad blood. Let's get into it.
were you all looking for specific paper route empire artists?
Yeah, we were looking for whoever we could find. So, at the time like on certain days or what, like we were doing whatever we can. You know what I'm saying?
In regards to the bounty, were there other conversations about the bounty?
Well, after that incident with Paper at Wood or whatever, and the gun jammed up, like I think probably the next day I pulled up old Quick House or whatever and buy some pills. And when I pulled up, it was a truck sitting in front of his house or whatever.
Okay, what kind of truck?
I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie.
Like an SUV truck or F-150 truck?
Like an SUV truck.
Okay.
But I pulled up and I got at him when he said he was sitting up there with Jook. And he was like, here go little C right here. You go C right here. So Jook was like, hold up, man. We ain't doing no talking around these phones, take these phones outside.
Who said that?
Jook. Before he got to talking, he was telling him, like, when you talking around the phone, take the phones outside.
Who was he telling to take the
He
phone?
tell him quick that.
Okay.
Take the phones outside.
And then quit take y'all's phones outside?
Yeah, I gave him my phone. He set him outside on the trail or whatever. And came back in and was like, yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo, woo, woo. And,
hold on, you did a whole lot of woo.
well, basically saying, this the one that shot it, woo. And, this one of the ones that I got the, you know what I'm saying, that I got on the business too. And Jook basically like nodded his like, y'all gonna get y'all money, y'all handle y'all business, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get y'all money.
What was person you described as Quit? What was Quit saying?
He was just letting him know that, I was one of the ones that he got on the business that he had to put the work in or whatever.
Okay.
That he hired for the
Because I'm gonna need you to slow that down. He the one that hired on the business to do what now?
Yo, he's looking. Yo, his life is the most humiliating in the planet in his mind. His world is upside down. He's done, finished, cooked. Look at him, big, goofy, old and goofy and dusty. Got nothing now. Mad, pissed at who but yourself, bruh. You took some young cats with you, man. They had an opportunity to get some positive reinforcement from you and be like, nah, man, leave that alone, bro. Go ahead and focus on your purpose, man, and your future, bro. Get your money, live your life. And you just threw it all away, bro. And a lot of people lives was affected because of this goofy. But this dude is just telling all of it, what happened in detail. But this thing was 7 hours long, man. 7 hour long. And a lot of this would need to be, continued because, the messiness between the designs and dots that need to be connected now leads to, okay, well, who's the big fish? Who is the big fish? Again, man, people are pointing their fingers at God. We're going to play a little bit more of this. But in fact, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot, y'all.
To make one of these, get a hit, do the hit.
I'd like to pass you a photograph.
Bro, I know he's thinking in his mind, like, bro, everything you say, every time he breathes, he wants to do the worst ever. Every bullet everything he's saying is like a bullet going to his chest right now. He just want to scream and pour every shout of his freaking being out right now. He's screaming inside, hating every inch of this freaking matter, every second of this matter right now in court, bro. This dude is in torture mode, and he's got nothing but time but to just hear all the sentencing and all the time he's gonna get, man.
Do you recognize the person in the photograph?
It is Quick and Big Jook.
Okay. Your Honor, if we could have that photograph entered into evidence as the next number exhibit.
No objection.
This is a picture of two gentlemen with white shirts, t-shirts on that's been described by the witness as Quit and Big Jook. We'll mark this as exhibit.
Before we publish them, since we just asked if you have a time frame with this photo as far as authentication goes.
So let me mark it. Mark this as exhibit report for this hearing. I'm still,
Um, do you know when that photo was taken?
Nah, I don't know nothing about these folks. I don't know when they were taken.
That photo simply identifies the people.
Yeah, look at him acting like he's taking notes, man. You a big clown, bruh. You just turned your whole life upside down. They gonna get into the clip of these two, Hernandez and Big Jook. But Big Jook again is dead. He can't talk for himself. Dolph is dead. He can't talk for himself. And so it's unfortunate.
You described it as
Quick.
Quit and Jook.
Just get on.
Any objection to permission to vote?
yeah,
Yeah, I would say that it doesn't work. But the individual you described as Jook, is he on the left or right of this photo?
From my end, he's on the right, the big guy. Right.
It's on the right. And the individual on the left, who is that?
That's quick.
So for those who don't know, the guy on the right is Big Jook, and that is young. Not young. That's Yo Gotti's brother, older brother, and on the left is Hernandez Govin, who is his accomplice, who was his right hand man. And they're now, wondering, who was the main. I mean, he's the only one that's alive. So I mean, that's it. All the fingers are pointing at him, bro. So it's time to go, bro. You guys to roll out and serve that time, bruh. Because dude just put it all out on the table, fam.
And Jook is the person. Do you know his government name?
No, now since I've been locked up, Anthony Mills, since I've been locked up.
And Quit, you know it's Hernandez Govin.
Yeah, and there you go, man.
At some point, I'm sure you all exchange phone numbers.
Me and Quick,
Okay,
never
and
had Juke no.
you never had Jook's number?
Nah, never had no contact with Juke. Like, how to get into Juke.
So any conversation about bounties went through Govin, is that
And
correct?
go around the one that did all the talking.
Oh man, there it is. So look, yo, that's it right there. And dude just admitted, yo, Govan was the main guy from Big Jook, who was apparently the person who had the funds, man, and he was the go-to guy, man, and the buffer right in between, the murderer and the payer, and he's gonna get murdered for hire, man. So look, man, we're gonna get a little bit more into it to hear just to wrap it up, a little bit more what they got to say, because look, this is a 7-hour thing, but yo, fam, for real, this ain't it. This is not it. And I would not want to be this guy, because he's a loser. And now the question is, is Yo Gotti behind it too?
What name was Quit's saved into your phone?
I hit up on the bro.
Bro? Okay. And how many different phone numbers?
Yeah, 2 different numbers.
But they were both under your phone as bro.
Bro.
All right. So at some point, there was more information given, I guess, about the bounties. Is that correct?
Yeah, about the balance. It was coming close to Thanksgiving or whatever.
All right. Well, let's back up. Let's get back to sometime before it starts to get cool. Go back. Was there another individual that was brought into this? Justin who?
Johnson.
Okay. And how did you meet Justin Johnson?
I met him through Quick as well.
At what point did you meet him through Quick?
Like around the time we did that they hit on paper out. Ooh, when we went and shot at him, like that was like my first initial meet with him around that time.
And you said you met him through, Quit or Mr. Govan. How did you meet him? Describe it.
When they found out that Wu was at the house or whatever, me and Bobby would call and he called Justin up too. And we all met up at his house.
And who was he?
Quick House. We all met up at Quick House. And me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle and Justin and another guy jumped in another vehicle.
Oh man, bruh. Yo, he just gave it away, dog. He's cooked. He's finished. Finito. Yo, they got detail. Yo, it ain't really nothing much more to talk about, man. They met with this guy. They got guided and just completely controlled by this guy. Every move, every plan, every person that was involved, amount of money, car they drove in, and where they had to be at. He was the sauce in it. Big Jook was too. And it is what it is, man. Read what you sow, bro. You in that lifestyle, man. Y'all, listen, man. Y'all got way too much money and fame and opportunity at your hands. They was putting Memphis in the city on, yo. Just sabotaged it, man. Now the city got like the city kind of got like a blemish on that just because of that situation, man. It's a black on black crime, man. Two major stars. That was one of the first times, man, it was going to be done where Memphis was really going to turn up. I say Houston. I'm sorry about that. And it's just crazy, yo, to look at just how fast it crumbled, yo. Like, and this dude he should have known, yo. You've lived on this earth long enough. You seen how these movies play out. We see it all the time, bruh. And they got you on screen, and now you just tarnish your family's legacy and their last name, man. Let's get the last bit of this content in, man, and we're gonna wrap it up, man, and see what they talking about.
But he was putting you all together.
Yeah, Quick put all us together.
Okay, you didn't know Justin before this day.
No man.
Never seen him?
Never seen them. Never met them. I knew nothing about
All right, so some point we'll get to November, but what was your interaction with Justin over the course from when you met him?
After we did that and the gun jammed over paper out, Woo, Justin then went back and told Quick that me and Bobby so-called messed it up or whatever. So, Quick was like, y'all had y'all masks on. Justin them told him we ain't have our masks on. I ain't have my mask.
Govan knew that this was going on, and he asked
Right,
if you have
he
a
the one
mask.
gave me the gun to go out there.
He asked if you have a mask.
Right, he asked me. And he was saying like Justin was telling him that we messed it up or whatever, and that's when Bob was like he ain't doing nothing with nobody, he ain't getting involved in it or whatever because Quick believe everything Justin them say, and at that time we basically telling me like you would Johnson and you would Justin them, and you know what I'm saying, under the bid you want to get money. Since Bobby acting like he acting, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you said.
Since Bobby acting like he acting, he told me to get with Justin and them, since Bobby had pulled out of it.
Oh, Govan told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quick told me to get with Justin.
Okay. And what reason was he telling you to get with Justin?
So we could find one of the people out any artists to get this money, And
so, what would Govan gain out of you all getting a bounty or hit on one of the paper route?
he was getting a cut out of it. He supposed to got $10,000 for me.
No matter who you hit or if it was.
Nah, young dog, he supposed to get 10,000. I did 100,000. I did 50,000. I was getting, he was getting 10,000.
So throughout the summer, going into the fall, did you and Justin and Govan ever meet?
Yeah, we'll meet up over Quick House. Like we'll go over Quick House, and that's what we always met up at over Quick House.
And then what was the purpose of meeting there?
Really, like, we'll meet over Quell to talk about a lot of things. Basically, about a banner on somebody, finding somebody. Sometimes we'll watch the games over there. We'll be over there about a lot of things, basically.
But for Govan, you wouldn't have met Justin.
Nah, I wouldn't know me Jason we won for quick.
Prior to Mr.
Oh man, yeah. So he was the main guy. He's the glue to all of this, man. And he put the pieces to the puzzle, man. And looks like Big Jook might have been the person that really put the money up, and was the name, the face. His brother's Yo Gotti of the town. So, you know what I'm saying? Now all the fingers point at, I guess the one thing left, man, is one thing left. If everybody's pointing at one person, I guess that's the last person that has some hair left to say. Now, I think Justin has to get on trial. I think he might have even spoke already, but this is like 3 shooters that got involved. Justin already spoke. Whoever this other cat is, man. He's snitching. He's doing all the snitching on whose guns it was, where they was, whose house it was, and how much each person was getting paid. He's telling all. So, Yo Gotti, again, his name was thrown in the case, man, because he had a long-lasting beef with Dolph, and that's what might have started and initiated. It may not have perpetuated it, but it's what set the tone off on the static between these two, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, guys. I'm gonna get back with this tomorrow and find out what's going on with it, man. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.